Alright, today we're going to be playing Zombicide Black Plague again. We are doing the Commandry. The objectives: use the underpass escape. Reach the exit with all survivors. Any survivor may escape through the zone at the end of his turn, as long as there are no zombies in it. Setup: put the blue and green objectives randomly among the red objectives face down. Put a vault artifact randomly in each vault. Hidden clues. Each objective gives 5 experience to the survivor who takes it. Reinforced door. The blue door cannot be opened until you have the blue objective. The green door cannot be opened until you have the green objective. Alright. So we're going to start playing through this. Things have been going pretty good last couple missions. I didn't think I was going to be successful that last mission, but it still turned out. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate our girl with the axe first. She's going to start breaking down these doors and go ahead and get them spawned while there's not a whole lot of scary stuff. So she's going to break this door as our first action. That produces a sound. Then I have to spawn this entire building. So I might get an A-bomb right now. So that was her first action. We're going to come back to her after we finish spawning. Alright, let me move these cards over here. The first spawn is 1 walker. The next room is going to be 1 walker. The next room is going to be a double spawn for the room after it. So 2 spawns here. One's going to be a double spawn, so there's actually going to be 3 spawns in this room. So for this room, nothing in sight. An abomination, which won't spawn yet. An abominator, which won't spawn yet. So that was a pretty good room. The next room over here should be a closed vault, not an open one. It's going to be nothing in sight, getting pretty lucky with a big empty building. And the last thing is 1 walker. This is a really boring building. I like it. Now we're going to go ahead and spawn this guy, because why not? So we're going to go ahead and break open this door with her second action. She's using her axe to do that. And now let's go ahead and spawn that entire building. The first thing we get is a runner. This building we get, or that room, we're going to get extra activation. Fatties. Before that happens, anytime there's an extra activation, Oscar gets to take a free action. She's going to go ahead and use Mana Blast on this guy. She fails. She uses Mana Blast again. Success. She kills this zombie for 1 experience. And then with her third action, because she gets full turn, she moves here. Alright, now for this room. An abominator, so nothing. This room. 1 runner. This room. This is going to be a short mission. Things will probably get worse later. An abominator. It's good to get all these out of the way early before I get into yellow. Alright, with her third action, what is she going to do with her third action? She's probably going to get off the spawn zone and walk here. So the only person I've activated is my girl with the axe, Isabel. Now it's time to activate somebody else. I'm going to go ahead and activate this girl. So Genevieve is going to activate. She's going to shoot this runner. She succeeds. She kills the runner, and she gets 1 experience. Then, for her second action, she moves. Then she's going to shoot this walker. 6, so we're good there. She kills a walker. And now she has 2 experience. That's all of her actions. Alright, Anne's going to go 1, 2. So let me get her out of the way. Let's look at Anne. Anne's going to do 1, 2 search. And she finds the zombie. So she's kind of stuck here. Clovis is going to go next. 1, 2. And let me get Clovis's card so you can see that he's got the dual-wielding short swords. And my friend and I were debating this rule. So it says he gets 1 plus melee die. So we're going to look up what that rule is. I've been playing it as it gets 4 dice, and I'm pretty sure I checked, because I think it applies to each weapon. So let's find out. The survivor's melee weapons roll an extra die for melee actions. Dual wield weapons gain a die each for a total of +2 die per dual melee action. So yes, he gets 4 attacks. So he has 4 chances to drop this guy with his 1 action. He succeeds. Clovis gets an experience point. And Clovis is done. Last person to go is going to be Julian. 1, 2. Got to remove him from the board. And Julian is going to search, and he's the one that starts with our hammer. And he finds a shield. Not real interesting. I'm not a defensive type guy, but a shield's still pretty cool. And when I showed him a second ago, it showed 1 wound. He hasn't been hurt yet. That was left over from last game. I thought I cleared it all. I hadn't. Now we're to the zombie turn. Let's go ahead and get this zombie stuff going on. Oh, wait. Door break, door break, mana blast, mana blast. This is where the zombies want to go. Alright, so we need to move zombies. That was pretty easy. Now we need to spawn zombies. We're going to start with that far end. We get 2 walkers. 2 walkers way over here. Right behind us we get an abomatroll, an abomator. That doesn't do anything. And a necromancer. The necromancer spawns here. Then he immediately draws a spawn card. Oh, that's a search. He immediately does a runner. So he gets a runner right here. So we need to deal with those 2 guys. Zombie turn's done. We get to clear all the noise now. First thing I'm going to do is drop the necromancer. So the person to do that is Genevieve. She's got the crossbow. She can do it. She's in range. I'm at least going to take 2 range shots. Not the crossbow. She's got a normal bow. I'm at least going to take 2 range shots. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. A 3 and a 1. She hits with 1 attack. The first attack has to go to the runner, because I believe necros are last on the priority list. Yeah. So the runner took the hit. She gets 1 experience. And then she's going to take her final shot and hope she hits. 5. She does. She kills the necromancer. I get to close any spawn zone. I'm going to go ahead and close the necromancer spawn zone because she killed 2 things. Then she just killed another one. So her turn is done. And she's getting close to leveling. And like I said, on mission 2, I feared leveling. But leveling makes the game interesting. I like those abomatrolls and abomators and abominations on the map. So I don't fear it. I'm not going to go out of my way to level, but I'm not going to try to avoid leveling. Because the last mission, if you haven't seen the last mission, it was super fun. Alright. Let's move forward. So the only person that's activated is Genevieve. This girl's going to go 1, 2, and she's going to open the vault for free with her axe. And just so you can see, if you want to see the axe again, there it is, while I decide what to do with my next character. I really want to get in that vault and find something cool. So, who can find something cool? None of these characters really care about what's in there. So, she did 1, 2, open the vault. She's done. Because it's a spell, or it's a ranged weapon. The characters that care about that aren't nearby. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move Julian forward next, because I need him to level relatively quickly. And he's going to take this objective. It's not the objective we're looking for, but he gets 5 experience. So 1, take the objective, and then he's going to go ahead and search. He finds a great sword. He puts it in his bag. He's not too into great swords. Alright, and Julian is done. So Clovis. Clovis is going to go 1, 2, search. So let me get Clovis's card for you. When he searches, he gets Fireball. That's a pretty nice spell. He's going to put it in his bag, hoping to get much better when we open one of these vaults. So Clovis is done. Oscar wants to go check out the vault. 1, 2, 3. She is now in the vault for next turn, or in case she gets a free activation from Zombie Link. Anne's going to go 1 Bloodlust, and then 2 attacks. She misses on both accounts. She's going to get bit. That was a poor decision. Alright, so she is done. If you want to see her card, there she is. Zombies activate. She gets bit. After she gets bit, these guys move 1. Now we need to do zombie spawns. We're starting at the far end like we did last time. An abomination. Not interesting. Will be soon. Next zone, I believe, is right here. So we get 1 fatty behind us. And, sorry, there you go. So 1 fatty behind us. Our next card is 1 walker. So this mission might be really short. Being able to pop both those rooms really early makes me think it's going to be pretty dull. Especially since we pulled most of our we put a lot of boss monsters in those. Alright, so players or zombies are done. I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy that bit my buddy. 3, no. 3, no. 6, and finally gets a kill. And let me let you look at her card. I kind of skipped doing that, sorry. So there's her card. Using the noise tokens to keep track of who's went. Alright, so she is successful in doing that. What I'm going to do now is this person's going to go 1, 2, pop the vault. So now I got both vaults open. Clovis will go 1, 1, 2, pick up what's in the vault. Clovis finds the Orcish crossbow. That means that when Oscar goes, she's going to get what she wants. She finds Inferno. And then after that, she walks out of the vault. 1. I guess out of the vault. That's her second action. So that's 2, 3, and she's done. Alright. Julian, we're already got our artifacts. We'll go 1, 2, pick this up. Turns out to be nothing, but at least I've made the match interesting now. So now we won't be ignoring those bosses that spawn. And Julian's done, so he's at 10 experience. Alright, Genevieve is going to take her shot. 6, she succeeds. So she gets 1 more experience. For her next action, she's going to move. Alright. I know Anne hasn't done anything because she got bit. I don't remember. Julian moved forward and he took up a... I don't remember if my door opener did anything. Who grabbed from that vault? Clovis. I think he just grabbed this turn, so I'm pretty sure I've moved with my axe girl. I could be wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and let Anne move forward and take this objective. This objective is nothing. So that means I got a lot of searching to do. So 5. I don't know if I want to walk back that way and get them, or if I just want to use the hidden pathway. I might use the hidden pathway through the gold, or through the yellow vault. So somebody has to get it way over into that corner. Alright, let's spawn enemies. It should be interesting now. These move forward. We can get rid of this noise. Oh, I moved the wrong one. This is Anne. Anne should be there. Alright, so now what I need to do is spawn enemies. We'll start at the far end. 1 fatty because we are now in the yellow range. Now I have to spawn for here. 1 walker. Nope, 1 runner. Now for that far zone, forgot to move him. For that far zone, we're going to get a double spawn back over here. That double spawn is going to be a necromancer and 4 walkers. Oh, and the necromancer's spawn zone will do a runner. So a runner, 4 walkers, and a spawn zone. That's pretty interesting. Alright, so we're done. I really don't think I want to open that door right now. Alright. So, the players need to take a turn. So since the players need to take a turn, we're going to start with Oscar. Oscar is going to move forward, cast Inferno, which is 4 dice. She kills the runner and gets 1 experience. And then she searches, finding a hand crossbow. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and activate Genevieve. See if we can get to that blue key. 1, 2. I don't know, that's real smart with the runner there. So she needs the orcish crossbow from someone. So she's going to search. She finds a dagger, which is really cool for Julian. Then she's going to move 1, 2. We're just not going in that building. Alright. So now everybody else just needs to hoof it back. So I'm not going to show you their cards because they're just moving. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And Clovis is getting out of the purple vault. 1, 2, 3. Bad guys get to go. Move forward. 1, 2. Move forward. Move forward. Now what we have to do is spawn. So let's start with the far spawn. We get 2. It's a double spawn. So the next zone, which is Necromancer spawn, generates 2. An Abomator and a runner. So an Abomator and a runner. Now the match is getting a little more interesting. We gotta see if we can get to 3 damage. I think I can get it pretty easily by just handing the crossbow to Genevieve, because they set this one up really easy for getting the artifacts. So that's not scary. I believe I've already moved that character. Let's go ahead and do the spawn here. That's going to be 1 abomination, which isn't going to be too scary. I feel like I'm cheating. I got to 3 damage so quickly this time. 1 extra activation, so Oscar gets a free activation. She's going to move here for 1, 2, 1, and then she's going to move 2, 3. So now all runners get an extra activation. 1, 2. Runners, 1, 2, 1, 2. She's just going out there so she can be ready to lay waste to stuff. Alright, so now we move back into the player turn. First player I'm going to activate is Clovis. Clovis is going to move forward twice. 1, 2, and then he's handing over the orcish crossbow, not fireball, the orcish crossbow to Genevieve. And Clovis is done. Clovis would really like to waylay some stuff, but there's just nothing nearby that he can get to. Okay, so now we're going to activate Genevieve because we kind of have to. Alright, so since we have to activate her, she's going to take a shot with her orcish crossbow, and she's going to try to kill the abomination, which she can because she has +1 range damage. 5, she takes out, I believe, who's prioritized? Abominations first. So she kills the abomination for 5 experience. So we're at 10 experience now. She's going to reload her gun, and with her 3rd action, she's going to fire it. She succeeds in killing the runner, and she gets another experience. She is done. Alright. Now that she's done, we're going to move forward, and somebody would like another attack. I think it's Julian. Julian's going to go 1, ask for the dagger, and he puts it in his extra slot. So now he has more attacks. So 1, trade. So 2, 3. He's here now. We're going to move forward and try to get this going. Alright. Oscar got the free move. She actually hasn't done a real move yet. She could go 1, 2. She's going to move right here and wait for them. She's going to start nuking them as they get there. So that's her action. She's done. We don't need a search, so we're just going to move through this stuff really quickly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Split wounds if the troll pops. Alright. Now we're done. We get to move into the zombie turn. And did I cast a spell? No, I think most of the stuff I do is pretty quiet, except short swords aren't quiet. I've been messing that up. I think it's because when I look at the dagger, a hammer is quiet, but a short sword is not quiet. So I think I might have messed that up in my earlier videos. No, a short sword is quiet. What's not quiet? I was looking at the door breaking. Yeah, all the weapons seem to be quiet in melee, except for spells. Alright, so now the zombies move. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Extra activations. 1, 1. Alright, so zombies are done. Let's go ahead and do spawns. Over by the Abomatroll, 1 extra activation, all walkers. She gets to activate first. She's going to go ahead and cast her spell. She succeeds in killing the runner. That's her first action. Her second action is to walk forward. So let me go ahead and move her over there. So she killed 1 thing. She got an experience. For her third action, she's going to cast her spell at the next cell. 3 hits. She kills all these things. And now she's at 6 experience. She is done. Now all walkers move. 1, 1. That's the first thing that happened. The next thing that happened is a double spawn. So we're getting 2 spawns right here. That could be interesting. A fatty and a runner. Turns out it wasn't very interesting. Alright. Our final spawn over on the far end is going to be 3 walkers. Alright, we're back to player turn, so I'm going to go ahead and start activating. 1, 2, search. I find 5 experience. So last mission I had really good luck with the objective. This time I'm having really bad luck with the objectives, but at least we know where they are. So we got to start heading that way. Alright, since we know where they're at, Julian's going to activate and start clearing things out of the way. Alright, so Julian is here. He gets 2 attacks with the hammer because of the dagger. Succeed, he goes ahead and takes a fatty for 1 experience. At 11 now, he's going to attack again for the runner. Succeeds. He's at 12 now. He has 2 actions left. 1, 2, the runner's gone. Anne's going to activate. She's already been wounded. Hopefully she doesn't do anything stupid and get hurt again. She kind of wants to go to attack that runner, but I think Walker, but she's going to play it safe. 1, 2, 3. She's not bloodlusting over. Alright, so Anne got into trouble last time, so we're playing it a little cautious. Alright, so next character to activate is going to be my spellcaster. I'm going to go ahead and move forward and cast Inferno. Where's my necromancer? Shouldn't there be a necromancer over there? I don't remember if I moved them forward or not. I think they should be here. Alright. She kills 3, so she gets 3 experience. Now she's at 8 experience, giving her extra activation. She's going to go ahead and blast again for her third action and go ahead and clear away that one walker. And she is successful. She gets one hit. That walker is gone. She gets an experience. That was her third action. Her fourth action is going to be to move away one. Alright, everybody else is going to have a fairly boring turn. So theirs is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're back to the zombies' turn. They move forward. They move forward. Moves forward. And now we go ahead and do the spawns. At the far end, we get 3 walkers. We also get an abomination. We haven't gotten the troll, the one that I'd have to have fire to kill. So I haven't even bothered looking for fire. I probably should, because he's gonna come up. Let's go ahead and see what this is. 3 walkers. I'm glad it's not the troll, because I'm so not prepared for him. Alright, at the far end, we're gonna get 2 runners. And we call it a day. Knowing that I'm gonna need that stuff, I'm probably gonna start searching some. Because I probably don't need everybody to go over to that corner. Or maybe I do. Let's go ahead and activate 1, 2. She's going to go ahead and blast these guys. She kills all 3. So she gets 3 experience. She's now at 12. Just wrecking house. And that was 1, 2, 3, blast. And now she gets another action. She's going to go ahead and step out of line of sight in case the troll spawns there. Alright, my girl with the axe is going to go ahead and she's going to move forward and check that other item. 1, 2. Hey, green! I can open the outer door now. So now that we know we can open the outer door, that's great. She gets 5 experience, putting her at 10. She gets that extra action. Because she has the extra action, she's going to go ahead and search and hope it's not, fireball. Okay, her turn is done. I think I'm playing faster than I have last games. So, we're going to have to do a lot of searching, and there's a lot of stuff that needs to go on, but I think I still have to take most of my party over there. So, Anne's going to go ahead and attack, and Anne has 1 die. She succeeds. She gets a kill. She is now at 6 experience. Still hasn't leveled. 1, 2. Clovis will go 1, 2, 3. Because he hasn't leveled, I don't think. My girl with the crossbow has leveled. She'll go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she'll just end up there. 1, 2. Everybody's going to stay together. That way we can split wounds in case some weird activations happen. Oh, wait. Nope. She was here, I believe. I don't want to have to roll back the tape. I don't think Anne was there. I think she was here. Because there wasn't anyone here. Yeah, there wasn't. So, 1, 2, 3. She's staying back to take out the baddies. Alright. So now it's the bad guy's turn. Everybody's activated. All the moving, I didn't bother going ahead and putting people around. So let's go ahead. Oh, you have met your doom, Bowman. I think that was with them. 1, 2. Alright, so now we do all the baddies. First bad thing we get is 4 walkers. 4 walkers way over here. It has 2 spawn zones there. The next spawn zone is the Necromancer. Necromancer gets an immediate free turn. They gain an extra activation. So I guess I might have been doing that wrong. I think my friend might be right. When he does get his turn next time, he'll get an extra turn. It might not be immediate. So I'm not sure if I'm doing that right. Normally I would move him and then next time he moves he gets double activation. I'm not sure on that one. Let's consult the rules. So Necromancers. Okay. The game immediately is lost if... Okay. From now on, the Necromancer spawns, it spawns blah 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 blah. Each subsequent drawing of a Necromancer zombie card, no matter what type, gives an extra activation to every Necromancer on the board until they flee. Yeah, so I have been doing it wrong, I believe. He doesn't get that till his next turn. I've been making him a little too strong. Alright, so that was 4 walkers, then the extra activation, which we'll keep track of. And now at the bottom, we get 3 walkers. Watch the troll spawn right where I'm going. That would just be funny. And when I said funny, I don't think I meant that. I definitely need some fire now. So now it's a running game. And how are we going to get this accomplished? So that's where we're at. The crap just hit the fan. So let's move forward. Alright. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make sure this dies. Genevieve's going to take her crossbow and shoot. Come on, we need to hit. We get 2 hits. The first one goes to the Minotaur. She gets 5 experience. Like I said in earlier videos, I like being able to gain access by working to get the 3 damage, but I don't feel I really had to work that hard this time. But there's a Abomatroll out, so I have to have fire now. Alright, now she's going to reload, and she's going to fire again. 3s. She kills the Necromancer, closing this zone. So she's feeling pretty good about what she's contributed. Although she's almost in orange. Alright, now we need things to go off pretty well. So we're all going to flee, because that's scary. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me see who of those have extra activations. Oscar does, so she'll go ahead and separate out herself. I really don't want Walkers to move and then get an extra activation and eat her. So she's done. We're done with the player's turn, so let's go ahead and take care of the bad guys. Bad guys are going to move forward, 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 forward. He can't see anybody, luckily. Forward, we're done. Now we move into zombies. Necromancer spawn. So we put that Necromancer right back. And we have to do a spawn. The spawn is going to be 2 walkers. Nothing scary. Now let's do this zone. 2 walkers. At least now I know they can't spawn the troll by me, because he's already here. An abomination way over there. Alright, so that's it. That was a pretty uneventful bad guy turn. I can open this door anytime I want, but I want to try to open it when I can just like mow my way through and be in good shape. So somebody's got to go get that key. So first thing I'm going to do, activate Oscar. Oscar takes her dice, 3 6s. She drops 3 zombies. Good work. She gets 3 experience. She's now at 15. Alright. Oscar moves forward for her second action. She casts again for her third action. She gets 2 kills, giving her 2 more experience. For her next action, she'll move forward. Trying to get into the yellow vault. 1, 2, 3. Anne has just 3 movement. Clovis has 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. Julian has 4 actions. 1, 2, 3. Might as well search. So Julian finds plenty of arrows. I'll go ahead and put that with him. Didn't show a whole lot to y'all there. I'm sorry. And she's just going to stay out and move here once. She has a range of 2 with the Orcish crossbow, so she's going to shoot that at the Abomination / runners. She hits twice. She kills the Abomination, and a walker is what it was. So she's at 24. Now we'll spawn oranges. So move, shoot, reload, shoot. 2 kills. She gets 2 more experience. And when she leveled, 1, 2, I'm going to go ahead and buy, which I should have rolled it, but 1 extra die. That way she can kill faster. Alright, the player's turn is over. Alright, the troll's going to move forward, the abomination's going to move forward, this guy's going to end up going 2. These guys go here, these guys go here. And now we do spawns. The first 2 spawns are going to be a fatty and a runner, because we are in the highest zone of spawning now. Not the highest, the orange. So now for the orange here, we get all standard walkers get an extra activation, so she'll take her turn. 1, 2, 3. She gets a full turn. 4, she's in the yellow vault, but she can't open that other door, so I don't know if that's pointful. So she was here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she doesn't know what to do. So she's just gonna go... She's gonna stay where she's at, and she's gonna search. She finds plenty of arrows. I throw it on her card. She calls herself done. Now, extra activation, all standard walkers. Alright. And I just put 2 fatties down, so I have to be over here now. The Obama troll gets another activation. Necromancer now has an extra activation next time he activates. And that's it. So I probably should have went over there to help support her, but yeah, whatevs. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is she's just going to keep the zombie population down. She attacks. 3 hits. She kills 3 things. She gets 3 experience. She's at 29. She fires her normal bow. Misses. That's 2 actions. She reloads. In her 4th action, she's going to... Necromancer's there. She's going to shoot this cell. She kills. She gets another kill. Alright. So she's doing decent. She's kind of holding the invasion off. Hopefully the Abomatroll doesn't get a double activation and run at her. Oh, this girl hasn't been activating. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so she's going to move over to help. Clovis is going to go 1, 2, 3. Anne is going to search. She finds chainmail armor. She puts it... Then she hands it over to Julian. Nope, she just puts it on. Alright, now the other person that hasn't gone yet is Julian. Julian's going to search. He finds another shield. He hands it over to Oscar, which is now doing Inferno and a shield. And I was just trying to speed things up a little bit because this is a pretty boring turn. Alright, let's go ahead and move. Runner's going to end up being there, here, here, here. Necro gets a double activation. Alright, and I know I'm doing the double activate. I should do all activations, then another activation, but here it didn't matter. It had no effect on the game. If it ever does have an effect on the game, I'll make sure to take care of that. Alright, standard zombie invasion. Nope, 2 fatties. So we got 2 fatties over here. And now we're going to end up with 5 walkers. So we're starting to produce a lot of stuff. And over there with that runner, Necromancer is going to get 3 activations next time he activates. So let's hope he doesn't. And on the far end, we're going to end up with an Abomatroll. And he can see someone, so he gets 1, 2, 3. That was not a real smart move for me. So, yeah, that sucked. Let's go ahead and take our turns and figure out how I can recover from this. Sound-wise, he wants to go here, so that would be the most beneficial to me. Alright, first thing we're going to do is Clovis is going to try to open that door. So, Clovis is going to activate wherever he's at. So Clovis is taking the first turn, and he rolls at the door. Fails. He rolls at the door. Succeeds. He made 2 sound. Now we open up this vault, and we spawn for it. That vault that just opened is going to spawn 5 walkers. That's a party in there. They knew we were coming this way. I'm not sure Clovis wants to party that bad. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In case that guy comes through, we want to be ready so that we can split up the wounds in case something crazy happens. Oh, that was 3. I can't shoot out of it. Yeah, that could be a lot. That's a lot of wounds. But at least we have some people with armor in here. Alright, so we are done with that. We got to work over here. We need to make room for her to get out of line of sight, otherwise she's in trouble. She got 3 hits. She kills all 3 of these. So that's 3 more experience. Let me show you her card. No! Fireball and short sword that was on Clovis. She's gonna go... She's just gonna stay there. Because she's not wounded. I put the peg in the wrong spot. I put it on wound for her, but she's not wounded. So she's just gonna wait there and, you know... No, she's not. She's gonna run out of line of sight and just hide as much as she can, because she doesn't want the troll activating and seeing her. So that was her first action, and she gets 3 experience. And I move forward to be out of line of sight. It's my second action. I reload, and for my 4th action, I shoot at this square. And I succeed in 2 hits, killing these 2 guys. Alright, that thinned the zombie population some. Now we're done. So when we're done, all the zombies get to activate. They're all trying to move to this really noisy area. Their only pathway there is this. 1, 2. 1, he can't see anything. Good, good. And they're gonna move into the vault. Alright, now what I need to do is spawns. Oh, nope, gotta move these guys first. The spawns over there, there's now only 1 of them because I killed the necro. So we get a double spawn for the next zone. So right here we get a double spawn. It's a double spawn, so now there's actually 3 spawns at that location. Wow. There's 4 spawns at this location. So 4 runners, 4 walkers, and 1 more spawn before we get to move on. That's pretty full. And there's still going to be something else in there. Alright, I'm going to shuffle this 3 times to get it working. 1. And then I'll cut it. 2. I think things are going to go well once we, you know, have both keys and we can try to leave. So the last spawn there is all standard walkers get an extra activation. This is what I was scared of. Let's go ahead and do the movements. 4. These guys end up here. Those guys end up there. And now 5 bites are coming in. The first one's being handed to Anne. 4+. She succeeds. The next one's being handed to Oscar. So 1 is taken care of. I got 4 more coming in. Oscar fails. She takes a wound. 3 left. Oscar defends again. Fails. Takes another wound. Alright. So 2 left. Julian will go ahead and defend against both these. Julian takes 1 wound. That hurt, but at least I was there to split up the wounds. Alright, now way over there, we get 6 walkers. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that was a pretty bad day, I would say. We're going to return the favor. Clovis is going to activate. Clovis has 4 attacks. So Clovis is going to clean house, because he's a little angry at what they did to his friends. 1 kill, so Clovis gets 1 experience. That wasn't real impressive, Clovis. He attacks again. Nothing. He attacks yet again. 1. Clovis, not very impressive at all. Alright, Anne's going to use her 3 attacks. And succeeds 3 times. So, that's how you do it, Clovis. She is now at 9 experience and gets an additional activation. With her 4th activation, she's going to hang out with her buddies in case she needs to take some wounds. Julian has several actions. He's going to go 1, take the objective. So Anne and Clovis are both done. Julian took the objective. As his move, take the objective, 5 experience, puts him up at 17. And we're not going to open that door yet. I think all those people are going to stay where they're at. Alright, so we're going to wait, and if he were to open the door, things could get really bad for him. I'd go through the purple vault over there, but that's not going to be useful. So this survivor's kind of trapped. She's going to go 1, open the vault, make a little bit of noise, go through the vault for her 3rd action. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Ooh, that's gonna help my friends. If people come, they'll see her. She's planning on going around to get out. Everybody has to get out of this mission. So, that's what I'm working towards. So, let's see. Now that I know they're gonna go that way, I will go ahead and activate my mage. My mage will move over here, but she's not gonna surge because I'm worried about, we've taken enough damage. Alright. So everybody's done except for her. She's going to take 3 shots at this cell. 3 misses. She reloads. Takes 3 shots. 2 hits. So she gets 2 experience. 2. And then 1 move back. I just got back. It's time to move for the enemies. This runner's going to go here. These guys go here. This huge squad of junk moves forward. And there's some runners in there. But we'll go ahead and get the runners like we're supposed to a little bit later. This guy's moving towards the sound, the only way to get into that vault. The shortest path into that vault should be this way. I don't think it'd be faster to go over there in that way. We can count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so he gets to move forward. We move here. And now the runners get their activation. He goes into the yellow vault. These runners all move over to here. Alright. Now we do spawns. Hopefully that runner doesn't get extra activations, but just in case, that's why I left Clovis there. So even on a really bad scenario, hopefully I can split up the wounds some. Alright, way up top, we're getting 2 runners, because we're in orange. Although Genevieve will probably take us to red soon, because she's just standing there killing everything. Alright. 2 runners down here. We're going to quickly run out of runners, so we got to start thinning the horde. Because I don't want runners getting extra activations. Double spawns, we go all the way back here to spawn that one twice. 4 walkers. And an Abomatroll. He gets a free activation. So he's getting closer. I don't want him to have sight on anything, which means she has to get out of town. She might just have to hop into the purple vault for safety. Alright, 4 walkers though. Those all go there. So again, I need to thin the herd. Alright, so the zombie's turn is done. I don't know who I want to activate first. I think I want to see if Julian can get that door open over there. So Julian's going to go ahead and go, because he's the only one that can open that door. So he's got several actions. His first action is, this is the blue door. Where'd I put the die for the green door? Yeah, that's my green door. So his first action, open the door. Fail. He made a little bit of noise. Alright, open the door. Fail. Made more noise. Open the door. Fail. His fourth action, he succeeds in opening the door. That door was really screwed tight. Alright, so the door is finally open. I know troll's not going to spawn on me, but I don't know that a Abomator is not going to spawn there. We're going to hope that doesn't happen. Alright. So now my mage is going to get to go. She's going to take her first action to walk out. Now that she's out, she's going to cast Inferno. This is her first action. Oh, I should just light up a whole lot of noise over there. I guess the shortest path would still be through the vault. Her first action, she gets 2 successes. So she gets 2 kills. 1, 2. That gets her 2 experience. Alright. So she's now at 19. She levels up. Free move action? No. Spellcaster sounds a lot better. So with Spellcaster, she's moved, she's attack. Now she's going to save her last 2 actions right now, and she's going to use Spellcaster to cast Inferno again. She misses completely with it. That's sad. Now she's going to use an action to cast 5. She kills 1. Alright. Next action. Oh, I get an experience point for that. For her final action, which should be her 4th, she moved, she casted, she did a free cast, a real cast, and this is going to be her final cast. So 2 more die. Now I have to put all the noise for that. 1, 2. So she casted a total of 4 times, I believe. 3 actions and 1 free action. So she made a lot of noise right there. So everything's going to want to go that way. Alright. Clovis is pretty good at slaying things, but he doesn't have much experience. So I'm going to go ahead and let Clovis go. So he might rack up a point. So Clovis is going to swing with his swords to kill this runner. He succeeds, the runner dies, he gets 1 experience. Let me put his card over here so you can see that. But he gets 1 experience now, so he's at 4. Not really showing off or doing a whole lot. So that was his first action. His second action will be to climb out of the vault. His third action will be to move right here into this spawn zone. Alright. Julian's not there, and not in the right range for damage. I'm not sure how many dice I've been using with Julian. I should just be using 2. Hopefully I haven't been using 3 earlier. Alright, Clovis is done. Alright. Now, who am I going to be using? Anne. Anne will spend 1 action to get out of the vault, a second action to surge ahead. So her second action is going to be her attack with her short sword. 4. She succeeds, she gets a kill, moving her up a little in experience. She is now at 10 experience. And she has 2 actions left. I think she's just going to hang out. 1, so if anything really bad happens there, that she'll be there for it. And she is done. This girl seems to be in a lot of trouble right now. This noise token's gone. That A-bomb can see me. I think she doesn't want to get into trouble. Alright. Just trying to decide what to do with my axe girl. 1, 2, 3. And she's just going to hang out. She's in the next action level, so she gets a search. She's going to search. She's going to find plenty of arrows. There should be plenty of bolts, because that seems like a nicer thing than what she currently has. And she's going to be done. Alright, the last person I have to activate is my girl that's kind of trapped over here. Once these guys start moving, I could get into some trouble. They're going to go to the noisiest target. So, the noisiest or what they can see. So she has 4 actions and an extra ranged action. So 4 actions and an extra ranged action. She can shoot 1 to 2 away, so she can shoot them. She could move up and start trying to lay waste to things, or she could go 1, 2, 3, shoot down at those guys. I think that's what she's going to do. She's going to move away and try to help clean up from behind in a minute. So she moves down here. She's going to try to hold that door. So she did 1, 2, 3 movements. And she'll only have 1 attack. So she's going to use her attack on these guys down here. So she gets 4 dice. No, wait, I don't have that extra combat die. She would get 3 ranged dice. Three ranged dice. 2 hits. She kills 2 runners and gets 2 experience. 1, 2. Now she has a free ranged action, but she can't shoot the A-bomb because she would have to reload, and she doesn't have the action to reload, so she'll call it done. Now the A-bomb moves here because that's what he can see. She hasn't made any noise. The noisiest area is still that way. So this guy will move here. The runners will all move. I'll put them at the edge so I can grab them for their next phase in a second. The runners go there. These guys go here. These guys go here. These only have 1 path of possible movement, so they go here. Now I activate the runners again. They go here, activate all the runners again, and they go into the vault. Alright. We should be at spawn phase. So I'm going to spawn for that top zone up there. And I get 4 walkers. Down here, the Abomatrol gets a free activation. So he moves here. He's almost to my buddies, but he actually can't see him even if he did get to activate yet again, because there's not line of sight in or out of the vault. That last zone's going to spawn 4 walkers, which is great for me because Julian needs some experience. So I'll try to get him some experience first so he can start, so I can have a second 3 damage character. Alright, so we're done there. It's a lot of runners that are going to get double movement. I would really like to thin those out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet without actually going into that vault, and I don't want to be in that vault. Alright, so for the player's turn, the first thing I'm going to do is activate Genevieve. Genevieve's going to go again, and she's kind of just guarding the door. She's going to go ahead and put an arrow in this A-bomb. She'll get 3 dice for doing that. She succeeds, the A-bomb dies, she moves into the red. So now she throws 4 dice with the extra combat die. Alright, so she has 4 actions left. That was her free range action. She still has 4 actions left. So she's going to move down and throw 4 dice. Oh, down. Free action. Reload. She's got 3 actions left. Down. 2 actions. She shoots. She kills 3 zombies, getting her experience she doesn't care about. And let's see, free action, reload, move, shoot. She could use her bow, but they're out of range. Alright, she's going to call herself done. This all looks pretty clean now, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because she has 4 actions. That way we can start heading up there and go ahead and get out. Alright, since we're on the path to getting out, we need to clear this and just run. So the person to clear that is Clovis, because he's got those 4 dice. He gets 3 kills. So Clovis gets 3 kills. Let me show you his card. He finally levels up. Now he's at 7 experience. Now that he's at 7 experience, he has 3 actions left. His first action is going to be to eliminate that walker. He succeeds. He's got 2 actions left. And he hasn't made any noise this turn. Alright, so now Clovis is going to go 1, 2. Let's see, Anne is in the yellow, so she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Julian will go 1, 2, 3, and she'll go 3. The main reason I'm doing that is so that everybody will still be interested in that group versus this group. The only people that are interested in this group are those guys that are going to run that way. Alright, so now I activate the zombies. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this double move, so they're here now. Alright, I move here. Going to go ahead and take care of the double move. They'll be here now. Alright. So now we move on to spawning zombies. We do the top first. We're in red. 6 walkers. It's a lot of walkers. Gonna have to thin this herd. Alright, way down here we get standard 6 walkers. So something I did not think about is with these 6 walkers on me, how am I going to kill them? She can't move away. And if I use a ranged weapon, I might kill her. Very tricky. Alright, that last one, Abomatroll. The Abomatroll gets a free activation. We're going to have to book it. Alright. So it's our turn. I don't want to shoot my friend because I learned something from the last mission. If you shoot one of your friends, they get their armor save, but you do full damage to them. So if I do 3 damage with my Orcish crossbow, boom, my buddy's dead. So I don't want to attack anybody in the same cell. Luckily in that last video I missed, like, didn't hit my friends. They had armor saves. I think once or twice I might have, but I did have that healing spell to back me up, so I would have been able to pick them up off the ground. I would just have to, had I known that, I would had to have saved the healer for the end. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is activate Anne. Anne's going to activate. Well, I guess the first person I need to activate is Clovis. 1, 2. Clovis hands away his sword for his 3rd action. 4. Gets out of line of sight. And that's Clovis. Alright, the reason I did that is so that, let's see, there's a lot I'm going to have to do. This guy is in the yellow. 1, 2. He hands his dagger over, and Anne will put her cloth armor in her bag. So now she's going to have the dagger. So Julian's only going to have 1 attack with that hammer now. So she has the dagger. And that was 1, 2, trade. His 4th action, he'll go here. Now my mage, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're all getting ready to go through that door, is there. So everybody's activated except for these 2 characters and Anne. So Anne's going to activate 1, 2. Her next action is Bloodlust, and she gets 4 dice because she got 3 dice. Short sword, dagger. She misses every single time. That was her 1, 2, Bloodlust. She gets 1 more attack. This time she hits twice. That'll help. 2 less zombies. And she gets 2 experience. 1, 2. The next person I'm going to activate is my girl with the axe. So here I'm going to activate her, and she's going to try to chop. So she gets 3 attacks. Nope, she has 4 dice. So she's going to go ahead and use all 4 of her dice. Every single attack is going to be a attack on those guys. She succeeds twice. So she kills 2 zombies. Thinning the herd, not quite as fast as they spawn. And she didn't step off the square, which should be pretty vital. So I'm putting more people in that square, which isn't really what I want to do. Alright. The final person to activate is going to be Genevieve. Genevieve is going to go stabby stabby with the Orcish crossbow. So, +1 die combat. That means she gets 3 melee attacks with the Orcish crossbow, which is pretty sweet. 2 kills. She gets her 2 kills. We don't have to mark it. And that was her first action. Now she's going to use her normal bow, or short bow, to attack this guy. Miss. That was her free ranged combat action. She uses her short bow again. Hit. So let's see. Melee, bow, ranged. That doesn't count because that one's free. Then another ranged. So she got 2 actions left. So the first of her 2 actions is going to be a range shot with the Orcish crossbow. Oh, I should have rolled 2 dice that first time. But that's okay, that was my mistake. I should have had 2 dice there. Because I get the bonus die combat. The bonus 1 die ranged. Oh, I already had that. So 3 dice, plus 1 die combat. So I should have rolled 3 dice with that bow. So let's just, who cares? We're going to go ahead and roll 4 dice with the Orcish crossbow. I get 3 kills. And let's see. Bow, bow, melee, Orcish. And now I'm going to use the bow again. But I forgot, the bow gets 3 dice. Oh, it's too far away. Boo. I'm going to get off that cell. Let's hope nothing crazy spawns there. And I'm going to go open that door soon. Alright, the zombies get a turn. So for the zombie turn, the most noise is line of sight. They can see that. They can see. This is the only path for them to go because of the doors. This area is the noisiest. The fastest path there is 1, 2. 1. These runners are supposed to move again. Alright, and now we do our spawns. In theory, those runners could hurt Genevieve pretty bad. Alright. So now we spawn the top, and we get 5 walkers. We still have 5 walkers to put on the field, so we're not in horrible shape yet. We're about to get all kinds of extras, because we can't kill fast enough. Alright, 6 walkers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That last one better not be a walker spawn, because I can't spawn walkers. 3 fatties. That's so lucky. Because if I were to ask to spawn walkers, I would just be dying right now. So, walkers and just your normal zombie horde is pretty scary right now. So, I need to do something about that. It's my turn. I'm going to proceed to try to do something about that. Anne has at least 4 different sets of attacks. Her first set is 3 dice. Her second set is 3 dice. And her third set is 3 dice. We're going to roll her first 3 attacks, because I don't think this is going to kill everything. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. She kills off 4 zombies. That's decent. She has an extra action to leave, but she can't. So she's at 16 experience because there's still too many zombies there. So she's going to attack yet again. Trying to clear this off so the other person can walk up there, open that door. Although when I spawn that room, I better make sure lots of stuff is far away. Okay, she kills one more zombie. That's really lame. Alright. So, that's Anne. And I still have other stuff to deal with. Let's go ahead and activate my mage. My mage uses one action to get here, and then she casts Inferno on those runners. That's 3 dice. I don't know why I only threw 3. I get one more. So she kills one runner. So she was here. She moves. 1 move, 1 Inferno. Total of 5 things I can do if you count my free spell cast. So that was 2 things. Let's do my 3rd thing. This guy dies. Now let's do my 4th thing, which will be move forward, and my 5th thing will be shoot those zombies for my free cast. I killed 2. 1, 2. And she's good. So the crossbow needs to lay waste to things. So she gets 4 dice with the crossbow. So let me go back and get her out. First action will be move 1. Then she's going to take an action against those guys. 4 dice. 3 kills. So those are all dead. Now she's going to shoot those fatties. So 1 action, 2 action. She's going to use her Nope, she's going to use reload Orcish crossbow. All the fatties die. So move, shoot, reload, shoot. One of those would be a free action. So she will move back here. Alright. Now, this girl's going to chop that zombie. Well, I don't want to chance it. 1, 2, 3. Clovis will try to slash that zombie. He only gets 2 dice. He succeeds. Clovis will get 1 experience point. And that was his 4th action. Julian will go 1... Oh, before I activate Julian, let's open this door. This is going to be really bad for us. Lots of probably free activations. I guess before I do that... That zombie's dead. Before I do that, 1, 2... Go ahead and be there in case stuff goes bad. And then she will move forward and open the door for her 2nd action. That spawns the entire area, which this is bad because there's probably going to be free activations all over the place. So let's just start from this end and work our way around. Alright, so that was her 2nd action. She has 2 actions left, and she has Fireball equipped, which she might end up using. Alright, so let's go ahead and spawn this room. That room's a double spawn, so that really doesn't affect anything. So I got 2 there. 2 fatties, not too bad. And an Abomatroll. The Abomatroll moves forward. And we get 2 fatties. Liking it so far. Alright, this little room. Double spawn, so that means there's going to be 2 sets of things there. It's going to be a Necromancer. And a Necromancer that gets a free activation next time. So when he activates, he gets 2. So he'll get to double activate on the bad guy turn. so he'll get 1 extra activation. And then we have to spawn for his zone, which his zone's going to be right there. And his zone is an Abomator. Great. Alright, the Abomator's there, and we have a Necro there that gets several turns. I might have several people dead in a moment. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of this room. 1 Abomination. The next room. 3 runners, we can do that. The next room. A Necromancer. The Necromancer will get to triple activate. That's just ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, the final room is going to be 6 walkers. And walkers are probably going to get freebies when the enemies finally get to go. And there's still going to be something even in that room. This is crazy. Alright, so bad stuff has happened. Let me make sure which side of the room that door is on the map. I don't know if I opened it right. I don't think it's here, but... Okay, I don't have my rulebook with me. It's in the other room because I had to go look up a rule. I'm pretty sure I set that right, and if not, there's not much I can do about it. The door would have probably been there. Still about the same. Alright, so now I get 2 actions left on Julian. Sorry, Isabel. I kind of think I should just feed her to the enemies and go with it. And buy other people time. Because if she moves up, she would get 1 attack against the Necromancer and maybe have a chance. She could fireball at that, but she wouldn't hit the Necro. She can stay here and several people might die. It's a real hard call. I think the best thing to do is move forward and try to kill the Necromancer. So she's not going to make it. She's not going to be one of the survivors. 1. She fails. And that gambit was a fail. So now what we get to do is the Necromancer activates, and she's not even wearing armor, I don't think. So the Necromancer bites her, and the Minotaur bites her, all in one phase. And she is down. But the Minotaur's done an action. This guy's done an action. So then we do double actions in a minute. Move. 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 Alright, his next action, I believe for Necromancers, there's no way out except through the humans. I don't think he runs from them. He has to try to get to an exit. And they block it. And they block it, and they block it. So he moves forwards and bites once. When he bites once, he's going to distribute that bite to Julian. And Julian has now taken a chunk. That should be all 3 activations for that guy. Next activation for the runners, bring them there. Next activation for the runners, bring them here. Now we have to do all the spawns, which is probably going to cause a lot of movement. Maybe bonus movements. The Abomator gets to come into this cell. That's scary. Alright, for the next zone, we get 3 fatties here, which I don't think they can deal with fatties. So I might not make it out of this alive. The last zone, as long as I have 1 survivor, things will be good. Necromancer. So he's going to get 4 activations if he gets a turn. He can't get a turn. I can't let him get a turn. And for his spawn zone, we get an Abomination. Yeah. Yeah, that's... yeah. Okay. So the players get a turn, if you want to call it that. Things have really taken a turn for the worse. Julian's got a shield. So I forgot to roll his save. Let's see if we can get a 4+ on the Necro. Nope, it was a 1, so we're good. He's the only one that can deal with those. I have a couple people that can deal with those fatties, but the only one I probably want dealing with those fatties is... Let's see, they could all spend their actions to get out of that cell. We got a fair amount of fatties left. So if they all spent full actions to leave the cell, that would take them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, they might get extra turns. But I think that's better than feeding them to the guy. No, they should probably stay there. And Julian's probably going to be safer not being with his friend. Man, I really don't know how to get out of this. I've had a while to think about it. So I think I'm going to move Julian out of this cell. 1, 2, 3 to get him out. And he has 1 action left. And that's going to be to swing his hammer 1 time. He succeeds and gets 1 experience. So that didn't seem that awesome. I really would have liked to have got him to 3 experience. That would have saved a lot of my issues, but that just wasn't going to happen. So now he is done. What I'm going to do is activate Clovis next, and Clovis is going to borrow the hammer as his first action. So Clovis doesn't have Swordmaster or anything, but he does get 2 dice with his hammer. So the first thing we're going to do is try to free up my buddies by killing all these fatties. He succeeds in killing 1. He attacks again. He succeeds in killing the other. So now he's killed 2 fatties. So he's used 3 actions, and both these fatties are down. And then he's going to call it a day. He's done. He doesn't want to walk onto that other crazy square. Now, with that crazy square, what I want to do is I want to let my Genevieve go ahead and take her 4 shots with an Orcish crossbow and hopefully drop both these guys. She hits 4 times. She succeeds in killing the Abomination and the Necro, which closes out this portal. Alright, then what she's going to do is she's going to reload. So she's reloading her bow, and now she's going to shoot into here for her 3rd action, which I'll make this my free action. That way I still have 2 actions left. I only hit 2, so that's good because the A-bomb's gone, the A-bomb's gone. Now we need to get those runners dealt with. So to get those runners dealt with, she's going to reload for her 4th action, and her final action she's going to shoot. Because one of these 5 actions was free. It was the, let me put her card over there. It's the morning, I'm moving a little bit slow. No, she didn't take a free ranged action. So she's done. She shouldn't have 5 actions. I thought she took a free ranged combat action. She did not. I think I might have messed that up in the video. I'll try to put comments where I messed that up. I think I was giving her both. She shouldn't have had both. So that's 4 actions. Shoot, reload, shoot, reload. So she's done. Alright, my mage is going to move next. She moves over here. And first thing she's going to do is cook out that cell. So she has Spellcaster. So this will be a free action. She nukes these guys out, so 3 runners are off the board. That gives her 3 experience. 1, 2, 3. So things are looking pretty good now. So 1 action, 2 actions, 3 actions. So 1, shoot, 3, Shoot. And Inferno can kill fatties, so she's cleared off the fatties for 2 more experience. And I don't think she has anything that can open a door, so she'll wait. Alright, the last person I want to activate is going to be Anne. Anne's just going to go up there, open the door, and get things going. So Anne's going to go 1, 2, and she's going to attack the door. She needs a 4 to open it. So she has 2 chances. Fail. Success. She pops open the door. And that's it for the player turn. Alright, gonna go ahead and do the zombie turn, and hopefully we'll be done in a turn or 2. 1, 1, 2. If those runners get another activation, we're in trouble. Lots of these walkers are probably going to not be able to be placed and get free activations. Alright, so now let's go ahead and go with a Necromancer spawns way over there. I really don't care, but I don't like that I have to spawn again, because I don't want these walkers getting free activations. 2 fatties, so I'm not too bad about that. Way down here with my buddies, let's see if they can make it out of there ever. A double spawn for the next zone. So that's actually really good. It's not near us. 7 walkers. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I actually have 7 walkers. I think that's all I have. So if the next card wants walkers, we'll get free activations. 2 runners. So it looks like we're set there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take the player turn just because I'm trying to finish this up. So player turn, we're going to go quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clovis is going to go ahead and go with his sword. Clovis has 2 dice because he's using a short sword and a... Sorry, yeah, he's using a short sword. With his 2 dice, he misses. That's his first action. With his second action, he hits, so he kills this guy. He gets 1 experience. So he's at 11. His next 2 actions will be move, move. This guy's actions will be move, 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 move. And we'll be done with the player's turn. So we're probably going to get some extra activations on some stuff, but I just want to go ahead and get this guy out. He might not make it. Okay. The bad guy's turn. The first thing we do is move. Move. These runners are going to end up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and take care of that. Alright, way over here. Don't remember if I moved the troll A-bomb last time, so I'll just move them again. All these guys go here, then the runners get to go again. Now do my spawns, and we should be able to make it out, hopefully. Alright, so the spawns, way up top, we get an abomination. That's a freebie. We get a double spawn at the next zone. That's not too cool. We get 7 walkers. I can only place 1, 2. So then all the walkers get a free activation. I don't think the ones that I just placed get the free activation. Now these walkers are all on here with Clovis. Yeah, pretty sure he's not going to make it. The walkers move forward. Okay, I have 2 spawns left. For this zone, I get a Necromancer, so I get to keep track of that he has an extra turn. So that was good. My final zone is going to be 5 walkers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks coming on Clovis. He's not wearing any armor. Clovis is down. So Then these walkers move in. These move here, these move here. The horde is chasing us. Luckily, we're going to make it to the sewers, as long as there's not something really scary behind that door. And now we're back to the player turn. First thing I want to do is open up that door. So we're going to let Anne go, and she's going to keep activating until she succeeds at knocking that door apart. Fail. Fail. Success. With her third action, she opens the door. We have to spawn for that room. It's a double spawn for that room. It's a triple spawn for that room. There's the Bombator. 3 runners. I don't think we're leaving this turn. And 6 walkers. I can't place the 6 walkers. All the walkers get a free activation. So the walkers end up here, like that, on Julian. Julian is sad. He might not make it. These guys move here, 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 and here. So I think somebody needs to make it out this turn, or I might not have a chance. Alright, so I'm going to move 1, 2. I'll get 1 shot with my crossbow. Needs to be a good one. Good, 4 hits. She wipes the cell. And she doesn't get experience for that because she's already maxed out. But that was 1, 2, shoot. Go in, teleport out. I'm good there. This character, I already have success, so she's going to try to go save her friend. Oh, she nukes that cell. She's still in trouble. This character will go in, teleport out. So I have 2 characters that have made it out safely. I'm pretty sure Julian's not going to make it, especially since he handed his weapon away. The first thing Julian's going to do is equip his great sword. So I have 2 that are out, so this is a success. But Julian's going to try to live, so he needs first action, equip his great sword. He's got 3 actions left. Great swords hit on 5 or higher. He hits 3 times, so he gets 3 experience, pushing him into orange. And now he's going to take hit and run. Alright, so he's going to use his 5 dice. He rolls, he misses. That was his 3rd action. His 4th action, he hits twice, he kills 2, and then he uses hit and run to leave the cell. That might not save him, but it's a good try. Alright, so now it's into the enemy's turn, and the first thing that happens is these runners go over here. Sorry, the walkers. The runners are going to end up over there too. All these walkers move forward. All these walkers move forward. All those. Oh, Necro gets 2 activations. I skipped his last double activation right there. This guy moves here. All of this goes here. The runners double move. And now we do our 4 spawns. So way up there we get 3 runners. Alright, our next spawn is going to be 5 walkers. I don't know if I killed 5. Hopefully I killed 5. It looks like I killed 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys are going to take a bite at Julian. Means I got to roll 6 defense dice. He's got a shield and 1 wound. He has to be successful in every single one. He's not. Julian's down. Then all these walkers get their move. They move right here. Just joining in on the feast. These walkers go here. These walkers go here. These walkers go here. Keeping the zombie population thin apparently is really important. An abomination gets a free turn. That's not bad. We hope Anne can make it out. We have 2 fatties. Alright, so back to the player turn. Anne moves forward. She's out, and I was able to get half the survivors out alive. Thanks for watching.